What if I told you that you can improve your English every single day? Even if you're busy, even if you feel nervous, and even if you don't live in an English-speaking country. Yes, it's possible. You don't need to move to London. You don't need a native speaker beside you. You don't need to study grammar for hours. All you need are small, smart steps that fit into your real life. Steps that are easy, repeatable, and powerful. Imagine learning while cooking, walking, or scrolling your phone. Imagine speaking English with more confidence just by changing a few daily habits. Today, I'll show you exactly how. This is not just a lesson. It's a new way of living with English. Naturally, slowly, and joyfully. Chapter E. A new way to practice. Even with a busy life, hello, and welcome to Everyday English Stories, the place where learning English becomes part of your life. I'm Tom, your guide and friend on this journey. And today, I want to tell you something important, something that can truly change how you learn English. This is not just another English lesson. This is a shift, a new way to think. Most people believe they must study hard for hours. They believe they need a big grammar book, a quiet room, and a perfect schedule. Some even think, if I don't live in an English-speaking country, I can't become fluent. But here's the truth. You don't need to move to London or New York. You don't need to wait until you have more time. You don't need to feel bad because your grammar isn't perfect. You just need a new way to think about practice, a way that works with your real life, not against it. Let me tell you a quick story. One of my students, Maria, lives in a small town in Brazil. She works all day at a bakery and comes home tired. She doesn't have time for English classes. But she had one thing, motivation and a mobile phone. So every morning, while walking to the bakery, she played short English podcasts. While cleaning at work, she whispered English sentences to herself. Every night, she wrote just 3 lines in her diary, in English. She didn't study grammar books. She didn't join expensive classes. But after 3 months, she could speak faster. She felt more confident. She told me, I didn't change my life. I just added English to my life. And that's what I want you to learn today. You don't need a big change. You need small, repeatable actions, just 5 to 10 minutes each day, in your own space, in your own time. Think of English like a plant. You don't need to pour a bucket of water once a week. You just need a little water every day. It's the same with English. A little practice done daily grows deep roots. Now let me ask you a simple question. What are you doing right now? You're listening. You're learning. And maybe you're already doing more than you think. Do you listen to English songs? Do you watch English YouTube videos? Do you read English subtitles on Netflix? These are all parts of practice, and you can build on them with purpose. Let's look at where your English fits into your day. When do you have 5 quiet minutes? Morning, evening, while traveling, even while washing dishes or folding clothes. That's your time. That's when you can practice English. And here's the tool I want to introduce today. Shadowing. Shadowing is simple. It means listening to a sentence in English and repeating it. Exactly. Not after thinking. Not after translating. Just repeat like an echo. Listen. Repeat. Listen. Repeat. It's powerful because it trains your ears, your brain, and your mouth all at once. And the best part? You don't need a teacher beside you. You don't need to wait for a class. You can do it at home, in your car, or on a walk. Here's an example. I say, I want to speak English clearly. You say, I want to speak English clearly. I say, I can practice even when I'm busy. You say, I can practice even when I'm busy. That's it. You're not studying grammar. You're not doing homework. You're speaking, and speaking is the goal, right? Some learners feel shy. They say, "But Tom, I don't want others to hear me." That's okay. You can whisper. You can speak softly. What matters is this: you are using your voice. You are using English as a tool, not just something you study in your head. Now let's make a small promise together. Not a big one, just a small one. Can you give 5 minutes tomorrow to speak English? Can you listen and repeat 2 or 3 sentences? If yes, then you're already growing. Every day is a chance to improve, not with pressure, not with stress, but with joy. So this is your new way of practice. Small steps every day, wherever you are. No excuses, no pressure, just progress. This is how busy people learn. This is how shy people gain confidence. This is how you make English part of your life. And this is just the beginning. Chapter R, Shadowing. Speak like a mirror. Have you ever seen a child copy everything their parent says? Have you ever noticed how babies learn to talk? They don't study grammar books. They don't memorize word lists. They just listen and copy again and again. That's how we all learned our first language. By copying sounds, by repeating voices, by playing with words, even before we knew what they meant. Now, let me tell you something powerful. You can learn English the same way. Yes, even as an adult. Even if you feel shy. Even if you've never spoken before. This method is called shadowing, and it's one of the best ways to improve your speaking and listening at the same time. So, what is shadowing? It's simple. You listen to English and repeat it immediately. You don't stop. You don't translate in your head. Mind. You don't worry about every word. You just copy, like an echo, like a shadow. That's why we call it shadowing. You follow the speaker. You copy their tone. You copy their speed. You copy their feeling. Let's try a few examples together. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat after me. I want to speak English fluently. Now you say it. Good. I listen to English every day. Repeat it. Excellent. Shadowing helps me speak better. One more time. Great job. This is shadowing. It looks simple, but it's very powerful. You are training your mouth. You are training your brain. You are building a habit. At first, shadowing can feel uncomfortable. You may not understand every sentence. You might feel slow. You may miss a few words, and that's okay. Remember this word. Shadowing is not about being perfect. It's about getting used to the rhythm of English. It's about making English feel natural in your mouth. Imagine you're learning a new dance. In the beginning, you watch the dancer. You try to follow their moves. You're not perfect, but the more you repeat, the better you move. And one day, it feels like your own dance. Shadowing is the same. In the beginning, you are copying. Soon, you are flowing. Later, you are speaking freely, without thinking. Now here's something important. You don't need long practice sessions. Just 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. You can shadow while listening to a podcast. You can shadow a YouTube video. You can shadow a short story, a movie line, or even your favorite English song. Just play a sentence and repeat it again and again. I believe in myself. Repeat. I can speak English well. Repeat. Practice makes me stronger. Repeat. You don't need to understand every word. You just need to repeat it with feeling. Say it with energy. Say it with emotion. When you shadow regularly, something amazing happens. Your pronunciation improves. Your intonation improves. Your speaking speed improves. And most of all, your confidence improves. Because you're not just learning English, you're living English. Let me give you a small tip. Start with easy materials. Choose slow English videos. Choose simple dialogues. Choose short stories or beginner podcasts like this one. Then, when you feel more comfortable, try faster English. Try native conversations. Try real-life videos. Try movie clips. But remember, and don't give up. Shadowing is like lifting weights at the gym. At first, it's hard. But after a few weeks, you become stronger. You begin to enjoy it. You begin to love the sound of your own English voice. You might think, but I feel silly talking to myself. That's okay. Nobody needs to hear you. You can practice in your room. You can whisper quietly. You can even practice while walking or driving. What matters is this. You're speaking. You're training. You're growing. So here's your small challenge. After this lesson, choose one sentence from this video. Shadow it 5 times. Say it with power. Say it with joy. Shadowing helps me speak better. Say it like you mean it. Do that every day, just 5 minutes. And I promise you, in 1 month, your English will feel different. You will feel different. You won't just be learning English. You'll be speaking English. And that's the goal. Chapter son. Don't just listen. Live with English. A lot of people message me and say, Tom, I really want to learn English, but I'm just too busy. They tell me about their job, their family, their school, their daily responsibilities. I understand. You wake up early. You work hard. You take care of people. And by the end of the day, you're tired. You just want to rest. So how can you possibly practice English? Let me tell you something important, something I tell all my students. You don't need 2 hours a day. You don't need a big study plan. You just need a few minutes. You just need one small action. And you need to do it every day. This is not about working harder. This is about working smarter. Here's the key idea for this chapter. Don't just study English. Live with English. What do I mean? I mean, you don't have to sit at a desk with a textbook to learn. You don't need to memorize long vocabulary lists. Instead, bring English into your everyday life. Let it become part of your routine, part of your world. Let me show you how. Tip E. Listen to English every single day. Not once a week. Not only during your class. Not only on the weekend. Every day. Why is listening so important? Because listening is the doorway to speaking. Think about how babies learn. They listen for months before they say their first word. They listen to voices, sounds, words. Slowly, their brain learns how the language works, without lessons, without homework. Then one day, they speak naturally. You can do the same. So how do you listen every day? You can listen while doing anything else. Are you walking to work? Put in your earphones and play a podcast. Are you cooking dinner? Let a YouTube English story play in the background. Are you cleaning the house? Turn on English news, something slow and clear. Are you exercising or stretching? Play an English conversation video. Even if you only understand 50%, that's okay. Even if you miss some words, that's okay. Let the sound enter your ears. Let your brain hear the rhythm. Let your ears hear the tone. It's like feeding your brain English sound every single day. Don't stress about understanding everything. Just listen with curiosity. Soon, your brain will begin to notice patterns. Words will feel familiar. Phrases will repeat. Suddenly, you'll hear a sentence and think, hey, I understand this. That's not magic. That's daily listening. And remember, this doesn't have to take long. Even 2 to 5 minutes a day is enough. Just like brushing your teeth or making tea, it becomes a habit. Here's a fun idea. Make English your background music. Let it play while you do other things. You don't need to focus 100% all the time. Even passive listening helps. Just like you remember songs from the radio. Even without trying, you'll start to remember English too. Your brain is smart. It will learn, even while you relax, walk, or do chores. Now, maybe you're thinking, but Tom, what should I listen to? There's too much out there. Good question. Start with something simple. English stories for learners, like this one. Podcasts made for beginners. YouTube videos with subtitles. English news for English learners. Choose something that interests you. If you like cooking, find cooking videos in English. If you like travel, listen to travel vlogs. If you like short stories, listen to audio stories. You'll learn faster when the content is interesting. And here's another tip. Repeat what you like. If you enjoy a podcast, listen to it again. The second time, you'll understand more. The third time, you'll recognize full sentences. Repetition is your best friend. So remember, don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait until you have 1 full hour. Use the time you already have. Use your ears. Use your phone. Use your daily moments. Make listening part of your life, not something you do once a week, but something you carry with you, like music in your pocket. When you live with English, something powerful happens. You stop feeling nervous. You start feeling familiar. You start speaking without fear. You're not studying English anymore. You're experiencing it. So today, I want you to take one small action. Find one short audio or video. Put on your earphones and just listen. Don't worry. Don't pause. Don't translate. Just listen. Do it again tomorrow. And again the next day. And soon, you'll hear something beautiful. Your own voice. Speaking English, naturally. The tone and the words. But now, let's talk about something even more powerful. Your voice. Because if your goal is to speak English fluently, then you must actually speak. Yes, I know that can feel scary at first. You might feel nervous. You might think, what if I make a mistake? What if I sound silly? What if I don't say it right? Let me tell you something important. Martindry. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice. Confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes from speaking. You don't have to speak to a teacher. You don't have to speak in front of a big crowd. You can start in the easiest way possible, by speaking with yourself. Just like practicing in a mirror. Just like shadowing. Let's begin with tip number 1. Shadow what you hear. After you listen to a short sentence, pause and repeat it. Match the tone. Match the speed. Match the feeling. Let's try a few together. I want to get better at English. Say it out loud. Try to sound like me. I'm improving little by little. Say it with calm, with confidence. Shadowing helps your tongue get used to the movement of English. You know, it helps your brain send faster signals to your mouth. You'll notice this. At first, your speaking feels slow and stiff. But after a few days, it starts to feel easy. You're not thinking word by word. You're flowing like water. That's the power of repeating the same sentences again and again. You don't need to remember grammar rules. You don't need to build complex sentences. You just copy and you grow. Now, let's talk about a technique that changed everything for many learners. Medium map. Tip number 2. Think in English. One small thought at a time. Most people try to speak English, but first they think in their own language. Then they try to translate every word. And guess what? That takes too much time. It makes the brain slow. It creates confusion. What if instead of translating, you just started thinking in English directly? Not big thoughts. Not difficult ideas. Just small, simple sentences. For example, I'm brushing my teeth. I feel sleepy. I'm going outside. The air is cold. The food smells good. These are tiny thoughts, but they are very powerful. They help your brain connect directly to English. No middle step, no translation, just English. Now, you may be wondering, do I have to say it out loud? Not at first. In the beginning, just think these sentences quietly in your head. Make it a habit. When you wake up, think, it's morning. I need coffee. Today is Monday. When you walk, think, the sky is blue. I hear a bird. There's a car passing. When you cook, when you clean, when you rest, think small sentences in English. It's like giving your brain a daily workout. And later, when you feel more comfortable, start saying those thoughts out loud. You can whisper them. You can speak them softly. No one has to hear you. This is your private practice. And here's the good news, Dad. You're already thinking all day long, right? So just change the language of your thoughts. Start with 3 minutes a day. Then try 5 minutes. Then try 10. Soon, your mind will stop reaching for translations. It will start producing real English, naturally. Now let's add one more bonus tip. Tip number 3, read out loud every day. Reading silently is helpful, yes, but reading out loud gives you extra power. Why? Because when you read out loud, you train your eyes, your brain, and your mouth to work together. It improves your pronunciation. It improves your rhythm. It improves your confidence. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Find a short, easy English text, a children's story, a blog, a YouTube script like this one. Step 2. Read it slowly. Don't rush. Focus on saying each word clearly. Step 3. Read it again a little faster. Step 4. Read it again with more feeling. Like an actor. Like a storyteller. You don't need a teacher to do this. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need your voice and a little time. Even 2 minutes a day can make a big difference. It's like going to the gym, but for your speaking muscles. So let's recap this chapter. Shadow what you hear. Repeat sentences. Copy voices. Think in English. Say tiny thoughts in your mind every day. Read out loud. Give your voice power. Don't wait for someone to speak with you. Don't wait for a class. Speak with yourself. Practice with yourself. Grow with yourself. The more you speak, the more confident you will feel. And slowly, you'll stop being a silent learner. You'll become a confident speaker. You already have the voice. Now it's time to use it. Say it with feeling. Say it again and again. Now you're building fluency. Or maybe you only have 2 minutes. That's okay. Open your diary. Write 2 or 3 sentences in English about your day. Something simple. I talked to my brother today. I felt tired but happy. I saw a new English video. That's fluency too. Or maybe, just maybe, you feel shy, nervous. You're afraid to speak. That's okay. Just whisper. Yes. Whisper your thoughts in English. You don't need an audience. You don't need a teacher. You just need you. Say, I'm learning English today. I'm getting better step by step. I'm proud of myself. This is bravery in silence. This is what changes you. Now, here's what I want you to really understand. Fluency isn't something that suddenly arrives. It doesn't fall from the sky one day. Fluency is built. Fluency is earned. Fluency is grown. And you grow it with tiny steps taken every day. Look at nature. A tree doesn't grow overnight. It grows slowly. But it grows every day. Your English is the same. You might not see change in one day, or even 1 week. But if you keep going, you will feel it. One day, someone will talk to you in English, and you'll reply, naturally, clearly. And in that moment, you'll remember these small steps, the little habits, the short practice sessions, and you'll smile. Because now, English is not a subject. It's part of your life. Let's remind ourselves of the small steps we've talked about. Change your phone language to English. Write 2 to 3 sentences in a diary every day. Record your voice for 1 minute. Watch short English videos and repeat after them. Whisper your thoughts to yourself in English. Greet someone by saying good morning or how are you. These actions are small, but small things done every day become big things. That's how confidence is built. That's how real fluency happens. Not in a classroom, not with stress, but in your kitchen, on your walk, at your desk, with small, brave actions. So what should you do now? Pick one tip, just one. Maybe you'll start writing your diary tonight. Maybe you'll record your voice after this video. Maybe you'll greet your brother or sister in English tomorrow morning. Whatever it is, do it today. Then do it again tomorrow. And the next day. Soon. You won't even think about it. You'll just live in English. Naturally, slowly, beautifully. And when English becomes part of your life, something amazing happens. You stop learning it like a subject. You start living it like a language. You begin to express, to feel, to enjoy. And that, my friend, is the real goal. So, here's your challenge. Start small. Stay consistent. Be kind to yourself. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going. Let English become your friend. Let it grow with you every day. And before you go, if this helped you, please do one more small step. Like this video. Leave a comment. Tell me your favorite tip. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, powerful English stories designed just for learners like you. I'm proud of you. You're doing better than you think. And I can't wait to see what your next step will be. See you next time.